the telethon, for God's sakes. Paul, how are you still drinking? I don't know. I think it's called withdrawal. I don't know how it works, but it was something. I'm going to give you the stats at the end of the show, but we're going to start off right now with a little bit of a new cocktail. This is a fun one. So there was a couple things that happened during these 24-hour cocktailathon that stood out to me. Actually, there was a lot, and I can't cover all of them at once. I can cover a couple of them tonight. One thing that happened, my friend Jeff did a cocktail with me on the show. Loved it. I just loved it. Matter of fact, I feel like I could retire, let him take over, and it would be a much better production, whatever. But alas, you're stuck with me. But he brought up and shared a great story of the liquid bourbon ball cocktail. And we talked about women in cocktails, and he pointed out there's not that many. I had alluded that I'd done a show earlier, but it got me thinking, and you know what? We're going to make an effort to find some more female leaders in the cocktail world, which I've done, and it's a cocktail tonight. The other thing that happened. First of all, we're going to do the telethon again, so get your drink orders together and start thinking. I will give this one shout out to everybody who sponsored a drink. I love you, and here's why. Most of you picked some really nice, simple drinks, and that made my job a little bit easier. But then there was one, Christina, it was you, and you threw out a couple crazy liqueurs, one of which was this Ancho Reyes. I'd never heard of it, never used it. Loved it, and I was like, I'm getting a cocktail, and we're using it, and we found one, and that's what's happening tonight. So, just so you know, Ancho Reyes, we're going back to 1920s, people, Pueblo, Mexico, and so this is the time of these homemade liqueurs. So back in the 20s, in specifically in Mexico and in the Pueblo area, what they were creating, they were called menjores. Menjores were mixtures, these local homemade liqueurs. And out of all those, there was a recipe for Ancho Reyes, which is a spicy chili liqueur, and we're going to use it tonight. But before I tell you about that, let me give you this drink. So this drink is coming to us from Simone Goldberg. Now, Simone Goldberg, she is up and running. She is in New York. She's a New York bartender. This cocktail that she came up with, this is like from 2015. This is new. And matter of fact, she is still currently a beverage director with some very prestigious bars. Specifically, she's working with, it's called The Standard. And they have a high-end hotels through New York and actually all over the country, and some even, I think there's one in France. So anyway, she's rocking this out. And so I watched I'm only allowed 8 minutes of research, so I did about 4 minutes on her. And I like her. I like her a lot. And here's why. So this cocktail tonight, the Vaquero. The Vaquero is, as she describes it, it's like a Boulevardier meets a Mai Tai. And how she described it is, because Boulevardier, we've got sweet vermouth, Campari, and bourbon. And then it kind of mixes with this tiki drink of rum and pineapple and lime and orgeat. Here's the words she used to describe it. She called it Christmas on the beach. So, as the holidays, I know it's not Christmas yet, Paul, we haven't even get to Thanksgiving. I know, but for God's sakes, but I really wanted to use this. So, this was a cocktail we thought, and Shelby was in. She said, yep, let's do it. We really wanted to try this. And what I love about her, too, and this is, again, something new, it was really neat looking up female bartenders in history, and there have been a lot. And there was actually a discussion that female bartenders have a much different spin on a cocktail than the typical male bartender. So the male bartender, typically it's all about construction and what it is, and kind of that's it. It's like this thing. And on the female side, and this is not my words. This was out of an article I read, but they tend to have a broader view, not only the ingredients, but also who it's for. What are the conditions? And listening to Simone, one of the things she said, this cocktail is really a great winter fall cocktail versus a summer cocktail. And somebody asked, well, what do you mean? What's the difference? And they said, well, summer cocktail, she thinks it's like soda and lighter alcohols and spirits like, your light rums and even vodka, gin. Whereas when we get into the fall, we start getting into our Aperol, this Rancho Reyes, and then bourbon. So I love that there's this discussion of the seasons for the cocktail. So we're stepping it up. I mean, this is just right after Elon, and we're going to a higher level. Now, for God's sakes, Paul, make the drink. I can't make the drink yet because I do have to tell you about this lovely, the star of the show. So, Rancho Reyes, 1927. Now, here's what's funny about it. Let's just be straight. That's when it is believed the original recipe. Remember back when they were doing these menores? This is one of the recipes that was discovered and found. But this is new. This is 2014 is when they really started bottling and producing it to the level of where we are now. And it has been a quick hit. So basically it's this spicy chili liqueur. How they make it, it's cane sugar and basically with poblano peppers. Now the poblano peppers, what they do, once they pick them, they dry them. And once they dry a poblano pepper, it's known as an ancho Reyes. It changes. Huh. And so what they do is they dry them for like 20 days. Then they cut them up and they macerate them and soak them for 8 months. And then bottle it, and then this is this lovely, beautiful. Now this is the traditional. There's also a verde version of this, which is green in color. Ooh. And that's a little bit milder.
That's not too spicy though.
No, this one's not.
It's just kind of
warm.
Warm.
I agree.
But I'd like this.
It's a little heat on the back.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
And what's fun about this though, this has a pretty good hit in the recipe. We're like 3/4 of an ounce that we're putting in here, which is a nice amount. And but the verde, they don't dry the peppers; they smoke them. And they cure them quicker, so it's got a milder flavor. For God's sakes, Paul, is there a drink? There is a drink. Side note, so the drink tonight, the Vaquero, don't forget, you can use this Ancho Reyes. There's recipes for a spicy margarita. You would add this to it. There's a spicy Manhattan where you can add this. You can even do this straight up. And just add soda, which we're going to try as well. So, Paul, Jesus, just make the drink. I got it. So, fun recipe. Little bit to it. You're going to add 2 chunks of pineapple per. So we're going to go with 4. See what I did there? It was 2, but we're making 2 drinks, and I did this math. Shelby, I did it in my head.
Love it.
2 and 2, 4. Pop those in, and then we're going to put sage. We're going to do a couple leaves per. So there's 1, 2, 3. Guess what? 4 again. And I got an extra one. Put it in. And then we're muddling. We're muddling, baby. Go ahead, baby. I said we're muddling, baby. Go ahead, baby. All right, that's all I got. I don't have a whole lot tonight. And one of the things I read about it, they said muddle the hell out of it. I don't know how much muddling you have to do to get the hell, but we're going to try. So, can you smell this? It smells delicious. All right, so anyway.
That's sage from my garden.
Yeah, that is. That's fresh sage. We do not mess around here. Then we're coming in. Now we can add our spirits and liqueurs to this. First thing we're coming in with is a bourbon. New riff. Thank you very much. We're going to go 1.5 ounces per. So 1 for me. 1 for Shelby. Then we're going to come in and we're going to put in some lemon juice. lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce. Let's try this one. I think we might be able to get more. That one feels juicier. So 3/4 of an ounce. Oh, recipe. Can we give them the recipe?
Cam.
Yep.
I'm gonna do 4 cam too. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
I'm dealing with cats.
So 3/4 of an ounce. So that's 1.5 ounces total
And
of lemon
commentary.
juice. Say again.
And Twitch is working well, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hey folks. So Facebook, I don't know if it's working. If anybody,
It is.
Oh my gosh. So we figured out. So if you were,
We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook right now.
We
have-
just continue to grow. So what happened? Side note. So we're in the 20th hour.
Can you like lean the other way when you're gonna have a conversation? There we go.
So we're in the 20th hour of this telethon. Just delirious. Facebook craps out on us. What we find out, we knew that you could only do so long of a program. Like you can only do like 6 hours at a time. So we were doing 1-hour segments. But what we didn't know, what we found out the hard way, is you were limited on how many total hours you can also do on Facebook. So it got blocked. But we ran strong on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch, we did a 24-hour stream. Long story short, we will continue to do Facebook or Meta or whatever the heck it's going to be called. But folks, we're going to tell you, YouTube and Twitch are great new platforms that we encourage you to go check out.
Which you can comment on both.
Oh,
On
yeah.
all 3.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We can see comments and interact
Easily.
on all platforms.
We're going to go, so there's our lemon juice. Then we're coming in with Aperol.
Somebody wants to know how you get that really cool Blue Monkey hat, by the way.
Oh, that's on the site, coatdrive.org. We have merch, and that Blue Monkey Quarantina hat is available. It is for sale, limited quantities. Actually, we have a lot of them, but I feel like if I say limited, people will act quicker.
They're the best hats ever.
Yeah. 1/2 ounce of Aperol, so that's 1 ounce total if you're doing the math at home. So there you go. There's our Aperol. Then we're going to come in with 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Again, another 1 ounce total. Oh, man, this thing's already rocking. A couple dashes of Angostura bitters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the star of the show, Ancho Reyes, 3/4 ounce. So that's 1.5 ounces, which we'll do in 1 pour. There it is. Then, is that everything?
Yep.
It's a lot of stuff. A little bit of ice. I know. I didn't forget it. I didn't forget it. Don't worry. Emergency. Since 1924, I've got but I got to give this a shake first because I'm a little. So funny story. The next day after the telethon, I woke up. I had a bruise. Shelby, remember the bruise?
I do.
It was huge. It was right. Hold on, like here. Huge. Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Did I fall? I thought maybe because I was leaning on the bar so I didn't like tip over. No, it was from popping all of them open because I'm
popping 50 cans.
Old and weak. So a little emergency, folks. Got us through the 24-hour telethon, everything else. Let's give it one more final shake. One more, come on. You got it. Come on, Paul. There it went. And then, what do you think? Put those up here? Pour those up? What do you think, Pam?
Sure.
All right.
Move the...
I'm going to move syrup. I got you. Hold on. Here, get it out of the way. There it is. All right, but you know what? We got a lot of fruit in this. We're going to double strain. How gorgeous does that look?
That's pretty.
Right?
It's like a sunset. There's a dog.
Folks, there it is. That is, wait, we can do better. We have, for garnish, Just a couple little. I don't know if you. I know you smack mint. I don't know if it's proper etiquette, but we're gonna also smack our sage. Folks, there it is. Your Vaquero quarantine style cocktail. Thank you, Simone Goldberg. Let me hold on. Let's try this. Oh, it smells delicious. Oh, so this is wow. Probably one of the best cocktails we've done.
Really?
Oh my God, it's got so many. It's just this is a heavy duty. And it's not heavy duty strong. It's just heavy duty beautiful. It's just got so many layers to it. Everything works. I mean, this is a cocktail. This is an absolute dream of a cocktail. Take a look at this gorgeousness. Right?
Raise it up a little. There we go.
There we go. It's trying to get that little pretty leaf. It doesn't matter. How about this gorgeousness? No, it was the. it was that. Yeah, I tried. Folks, there it is. Quarantine style Vaquero. So Vaquero, Paul, that's an odd name. Does it mean anything? Yeah, it does. We're going back 1500s, folks. That's when Spaniards actually went into Mexico. It wasn't Mexico in the 1500s, by the way. But the Spaniards went to Mexico land, and they were training men to wrangle cattle on horseback. And yes, these were the original cowboys. The original cowboy is a vaquero. Vaquero actually translates into cowboy. Comes from vaca, which is Spanish for cow. So yeah, the vaquero was this, basically the Mexican cowboys, and these were beyond kind of the cowboys. They were tradesmen. They were craftsmen. They made their own saddles. Actually taught and learned how to braid their own ropes. Everything. Yeah, created the lasso. That's another Spanish word. Talk about that another day. And but yeah, original cowboys. So there you go.
Perfect for Yellowstone Mountain.
Oh yeah, we do love Yellowstone. So that would have been. I should have put a Yellowstone shirt on. So before I say cheers, hold on, because this is that good. Oh, you got to try it now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, absolute new favorite. The only problem with this one is you're not going to probably find it out at the bar.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that not nice? Yeah, Simone, I'm going to tag you in this. I'd love to give you props for this one, obviously.
Oh, that comes back and...
Right? A little bit of heat, like not spicy, but warm.
Warm, yeah. There's a lot of depth to that.
Yeah. Speaking about depth, let me tell you what you all did as far as depth to our fundraiser. The telethon. The telethon itself, we had some janky phone out here that we barely got to work, and we got it to work, and we got phone calls over those 24 hours.
So many phone calls.
We raised over $8,000 just in people calling in on that phone. $8,000. Now, the drink orders, because that was a whole other thing. A lot of you out there that are watching right now, you put your orders in for drinks. We raised off of those drink orders a little over $40,000 in total. We're not done yet because the donations are still coming in. We're going to probably go over $50,000. $50,000. We already have purchased for this year 1,716 coats. That's a retail value of $111,000, which, since we started the coat drive in 2009, we have basically given out retail value of coats $548,000 in coats. Over a $500,000 in coats we have given out since 2009, and we're not done.
No.
We're going to keep rolling.
And it's all because of you all.
It is absolutely all because of you. Now, we do have a bit of a thank you coming up, so I want to make sure and date this. If you're watching this, and I say this Wednesday, specifically, it's 2021. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and we are going to do a basically a brewery takeover. Westside Brewing, shout out to you. They've been proud supporters and sponsors as well.
The 24th,
It is November 24th, to be specific,
2021.
of 2021. I was being serious.
No, I know.
November 24th, 2021, Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. We will be at Westside Brewing. Here is the beauty of this. All you have to do is show up and have a beer. If you show up and buy a beer, part of the proceeds of that beer go to this coat tribe. Drink and you're donating. You don't even have to get out your wallet. Wait, you got to get out your wallet because you got to pay the bar. But once you pay the bar, they're going to cut us a check for all the beers that we can get people to come in. So everybody come out. Let's have fun. It's just a kickback. It's a relax. I'd love to see a lot of you. I'd love to thank a lot of you for what you've done so far. Mm-hmm. And how do we do? We good? We done? Can I drink my drink?
Yeah.
Can I drink my Vaquero? And I will tell you, I was getting a little cocky during the telethon. There's a lot of I would have stayed away from this. Ancho Reyes and Vaquero, and I mean, geez, talking about the Menjorje mixture. Folks, we're rocking and rolling. So thank you. Cheers to all of you.
Happy Sunday. Cheek.
Happy Sunday. Love you. We'll see you next week.